Before I get into the topic of this video, y'all, I want to first talk about something. I think it'll be quite important. So, as I'm making this video right now, it's the last day I'm going to spend in the US for like 2 months. I'm going overseas to Pakistan. So, for I should have the same upload schedule for the most part. But yeah, I'm gonna make a crap ton of pre-recorded videos, and I don't know. I just wanted to give a heads up just in case anything goes down or happens or anything like that. But yeah, I just thought I'd let y'all know. But I should keep the uploads going daily for the most part. So yeah. But the topic of this video today is online courses. Okay. Now I know when we think of online courses, I'm not talking about college courses, right? But I want to help kind of cultivate a mindset. So this is what this video is going to be for. It's going to be to help you cultivate a kind of mindset in the way of seeing certain things. I know that when it comes to the online space, right, we tend to have this belief that these online courses are all a scam. I know what you're thinking as well, right? Because I was in that same boat too. I'm like, why should I buy off of this guy? This seems so like scammy. Like I feel like I'm not gonna get anything out of this. Like why should I pay him over someone who has like a degree or something like that and things like that? And it's like, well, let me start off by first saying there are some bad apples, okay? Like I can't even count the number of times I think I've seen what is it, finance gurus and stuff like that, and you're just like, bro. Like, oh, don't do drop shipping. Oh, don't do this. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do FBA, Amazon FBA. There's a new strat. There's this. There's that. You just don't know who to trust at this point, right? It gets very, very difficult to see through all the BS and know if you're getting scammed or if you're not getting scammed. So of course, there's going to be bad apples, but here today I'm going to help you understand that I think you should look at online courses a little bit more differently. I think we should see them in more of a positive light, and here's why, right? I think that online courses can offer you, sure, they might not offer you the stamp of approval that college does, right? But if you think about it, for some of the price point for some of the courses that are offered by some people online, I think they're actually very, very much worth the value. And the reason they become worth the value is if you relate to them. If you relate to them, like for example, me, I watch Hamza's content, so I bought his aesthetic body course, right? So I now watch that. Even though I know a lot about bodybuilding, I'm just like, all right, maybe I can up my knowledge more. And guess what? I paid, which for a lot of people seems a lot of money, like, right, $500, which, yeah, it is a lot of money for a lot of us that are like lower to middle class in my age, like college students, who are trying to pay for college. And on top of that, we have all these other responsibilities, stuff like that. But I did pay for something like that. And I thought to myself, well, why did I pay for something like that? And I think this is very, very important to consider. So, one of the first reasons I paid for an online course was okay, I trust this guy. I've watched him long enough to be able to relate to him and I understand his story. And I also know that to some degree, he also has a bit of a different perspective and grew up in a different area like the UK, right? And he'll be able to give me something that I something that I might not have knowledge on yet, right? So that's one thing. Second thing is you have to see these courses as something that will give you a lifetime benefit, right? Hopefully they do. Like, I want you to take courses that you think will give you that lifetime benefit. Like, for example, if you buy an aesthetic body course off of someone, or if you buy coaching off of someone, and you already relate to them to a heavy degree, you love them, you like their content, stuff like that, then of course you're going to, I think that can be a very valuable investment because in some sense you're getting a mentorship from people who are 2 or 3 steps ahead of you. Okay? So I would invest in courses that you actually um for the creators that you actually like watching and things like that. And you might say, well, why wouldn't I do why should I do that? And some other reasons I found were this. Okay, look, we all have the tendency to pay for expensive shoes or like $300 Nike sneakers and Jordans. I mean, I know some of you love that stuff, right? But come on, like, if you can spend money on that, you can spend money on something that will change your life forever. I just think that's a no-brainer. And some of you might be thinking right now that I'm trying to sell you some course or something that I have. I don't have any course right now. So if anything, um I'm not advantaging off of this at all. If anything, you might actually end up going to my competitors and buying courses off them. So for you to think and sit down here and say, "Oh, he's trying to sell a course to us" or something like that, bro, I don't even have one right now. I just don't. But I know that I've invested in some courses that have given me a lot of value. Like I've been trying to take Brendan Carter's course for online coaching, uh, because I'm big on fitness. I've taken Hamza's aesthetic body course to learn more from him. Alex Hamozi's course creation, things like that. Like, these are things that give you so much value, and if you can use them in the online space to do what it is, whatever your niche is, or wherever you want to go in the online space, like, it is incredibly valuable. And it's something that's under your belt and under your control, and you can, post it online, go crazy. Like, think about it, right? You pay for college courses that you're not even really interested in. You're just doing it to play the game. Let's be honest, right? So if you're willing to pay that much for a college course, and I know you're not like willing to pay that, but think about it, right? If you pay like an equivalent amount to what a college course is, like one college class is, and this is information you actually like coming from someone that could actually relate to your story, that could give you a lifetime of benefit, I think that's a no-brainer. Now, I know in some cases I'm not telling you to be, you know, um, how would I put this? I'm not telling you to spend all your money on courses, uh, and buy things that you can't afford just yet. Yeah, I had a brain fart there, whatever. But I'm not telling you to buy courses that you can't afford or anything like that just yet. I'm telling you to make the investments that you can, right? And through that, you're going to compound your skills, and you're going to compound your leverage. Like it. And when you put all those skills together that you learn from all these courses that you actually care to learn, mind you, right? It, you can become so successful. I really believe that. And that's what I'm starting to do right now. And I think there's a lot of value in taking these courses rather than going out and buying all this expensive shit that we all think we need. Or what's funny about that is, like, we buy it and then it's the expensive piece of clothing is either just sitting in our closet, collecting dust because it's not the season, or we just don't like it's mostly just because we don't like the way it fits, or we don't actually care to wear it long term, you know and then we end up buying like shoes also degrade. Like, of course, if you really really like the shoes and they're going to up your style and help you look more attractive and things of that nature, then yeah, sure. But like, if you're willing to spend ridiculous amounts of money doing all that and spending money on all that stuff, you can afford a course, I believe, and be willing to push it to 1K to pay for a course that'll give you immense value within whatever field you want to go into. And it gives you, again, lifetime worth of value. So I'm not sure why you wouldn't take it. If I were you, just like Alex Amosi said, I'd be trying to take courses and trying to level up your knowledge as much as you possibly can right now, because once you take all those skills and those compound, then I think you'll be able to become a lot more successful. And I'm in the process of doing that. So of course I'm not gonna lie to you and say I've already become that or whatever and whatnot. But I already know that I've done the miniature version of that, right? Which is the 99% of content that was offered to me by all these creators that I like watching. I've implemented that and gotten as far as I have now, which is why I was able to invest in some of their more higher priced items or trainings or whatever you want to call them, services, right? And that's what's allowed me to see potential. Now, of course, you want to make sure whoever you're watching is like, you know, been there, been through the journey, relates to you, things of that nature, and you want to make sure they're. I think that's the best way to make sure they're not a scam. And sometimes, again, it's not like a foolproof method, but a lot of people, like for example, Iman Gadzi, right? He's been filming his entire journey since he was younger, and he gets a lot of shit even now. Even now, he gets a lot of shit, right? So nothing is scam proof, I guess. But if you watch people like I did, like Iman Gadzi as he was going through his journey, Hamza, Ice Cold JT, Cold Hard Cam, all these people, like if you relate to them, I think you should definitely buy some of their courses or things such as that nature to level yourself up too. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for y'all. Peace. Take it easy.